This is not our war. We have not been attacked by anyone. That is why we do not need to be defended. The Ukrainians are fighting for themselves, but we do not understand and we do not have a place. That is why we are nothing to the Ukrainians, but we are nothing to the whole world. We are nothing to them. We are nothing to the Ukrainians, neither with soldiers, nor with weapons, nor with money, nor with the union membership. And the Ukrainians also know that if a sovereign national government remains in Hungary, then Hungary will remain out of the war. That is why it does not send soldiers to the Ukrainian front. It does not allow the money of the Hungarians. And the Ukrainians will never join the European Union. I can tell you that we are prepared. We have filled up the containers. We have ordered sea transport. We have agreed with the Slovaks and the Serbs, and we will defend this oil blockade. We will defend this attack against Hungary. At the same time, seeing the cowardice and the failure, the Ukrainians decided to switch to the next speed level. And my dear friends, the President Zelensky has deadly threatened the Prime Minister of Hungary. This, on the one hand, proves the lack of culture of the given person on the other hand. It shows what the Ukrainians are really like. Well, my dear friends, they are like this. They are like this. They are lying and threatening. But we remember the Ukrainians beating people. We remember the Ukrainian mafia. Now the same thing is happening, only at the level of the president. But what do we expect from a president who is playing the piano in a movie so that we can see both hands? I was born in Foldvise. The M5 is not in the direction of Ukraine. So what are they looking for there? Well, never mind. We will get to know these from the various media, from the official statements. One thing is certain, we have to make it clear to the Ukrainians, we cannot be seen as a mafia. And it is absolutely impossible. It is absolutely impossible that they will put an oil blockade on Hungary, and we will sit and watch it. In general, we may talk about this. I do not look for trouble with the Ukrainians. They have enough trouble on the Eastern Front. They are looking for trouble. If they had already decided to fight the Russians, they would have opened a Western-oriented conflict with us. What is this good for? This is the oil blockade. They could not have thought that they would block Hungary's oil supply, and we would be here to thank them. I do not know what they thought. Or if they thought something, they thought it was bad. We have to read several history books about the Hungarians. This is not how it works. This will not work. We are happy to agree with the Ukrainians on many things, but we will never agree under the weight of blackmail. We will show all blackmail back. I have a plan because the Ukrainians also have a plan. This is a battle. They also have a plan. I saw Herzog Andras earlier. Everyone has a match plan, right? They also have a plan. How do they want to force Hungary into a deadlock and achieve that their 4 demands, they have 4 demands, are accepted by Hungary? I have a plan on how to defend this blackmail. I am telling you, my plan is the better plan. Therefore, in the end, they will run out of money sooner than we will run out of oil. We will defeat them in this matter. I do not expect an apology. It is enough if they open their leadership. I can only ask questions. We do not know if this was taken somewhere or brought here. So the truth is that we just want to know what the Ukrainians are doing with all this money in Hungary. But we want to know this. What is happening to me is suspicious. It may be that I do not know exactly our own people, but in the minds of Hungarians there is a determined opinion from every neighboring nation. I also suspect that Hungarians think about the Ukrainians. I think this is exactly what I think. In spite of this, I see in Hungary that there is a Ukrainian-friendly party created out of nothing, which grew out of nothing. A lot of money goes into it. And yet this Ukrainian-friendly party moves forward. It works, it has no financial difficulties. I see that there are a lot of Ukrainian-friendly media workers, and I see that there are a lot of people who support the public. And I think that if I know my own country well, this is a greater proportion than what is in the country. And I suspect that the many Ukrainian-friendly voices in Hungary are only partly honest and from the heart. The other part comes from the pocket. And I want to know how this money gets into those pockets. We only have questions, but we will find answers to all questions. The Ukrainians give us an explanation. We had to spend $900 million and 420 million euros in Hungary for a good life, with 146 kilos of gold. But they did not move the money of the Ukrainian war mafia here in Hungary. Maybe they could tell us that this money was only transported to Hungary. Or they brought it here and someone spent it here. Or they spent it for someone's benefit. The Ukrainians give us an immediate explanation of what this action was that we showed in the past few days. They give us an explanation immediately.
Az ukránok azonnali magyarázattal tartoznak nekünk, hogy mi volt ez az akció, amit lebuktattunk az elmúlt napokban. Azonnal adjanak magyarázatot.